Okay, welcome back. I am back. It has been 8 months since I posted a video last, and I'm ready to be back to fixing a nice bike for you guys. This bike is a 2005 CRF150F. It's an F model, as you can see the reverse forks there. This is a bike that I'm working on for someone who's very dear to me. So I'm working on it for her. She told me that she wanted it fixed, so I am going to fix it for her. It has a few things noticeably wrong. When I first got it, the chain was pretty locked up on it, so I had to end up fixing that. I just lubed it up to put a crap ton of lube on it, and just lubed it to free it up so I could even roll it, because it wouldn't even roll. It was sitting outside when I found it. The seat's got a nice tear in it, which I'm probably not going to really worry about at the moment. I think the front brakes, I don't think work, if I remember correctly. Front brakes are, nothing's there, so we got to see what's going on with that. The kill switch is just kind of dangling, so we got to see if it's broke, what's wrong with it. I'm trying to think what else. Oh, when I first got it, didn't have any oil in it whatsoever, so I already put some oil in it, just so I could kick it over a few times, just see how good the compression is. It seems pretty good. So there ain't nothing to get to it. Go ahead and get into this, and we're gonna see what we find. So let's go. Go and get that bolt out right there. And go and get this bolt out. It looks like it's probably about an 8mm. So go ahead and get that out. I don't have my impact today, so gotta go the old-fashioned way with this stuff. I need a longer extension. Oh, never. These bolts are, I mean, they shouldn't be that tight, but pretty loose. So I'm just gonna spin this puppy out. Now I'm gonna go back to the back, and we're gonna do the seat. So got 2 bolts. Got one right there, one right here. I'm gonna go ahead and take those out. The back side's a 12, and I grabbed a crescent wrench to see if we have to get into the back, or into this area on the actual bolt head. Putting it on backwards. Okay, so we have a 12. Put it on there. Without the extension, maybe. See what we can do here. Okay, it looks like we need our other. I'm gonna pop. This plastic covers are coming out, so I'm gonna pop it out of the way. Just go that way. Okay, got the second one out. These things go inside your plastics, make sure you don't lose them. And it's just a nut and a bolt. There we go. Okay, so got that out. That was a struggle. I'd recommend, if you're taking that out, take the side fenders off first. It's definitely more of a breeze. Take these off. They're like one more bolt. Let me go ahead and see the seat pop up. There we go. Pops right up after them 2 bolts. Something that I like to do, that I'm a very big stickler on, is you see these 2 holes? Go ahead, and this is only if you can. If you can do it, take your bolts that you just took out and put them back in the hole. You just screw the bolt down a little bit. It takes 2 more seconds of your time to put a bolt back in, but you don't have to go throwing them in, because people like to throw them in like these little bins or whatever they put them in, those little magnet trays, and you lose the bolts, and then you don't know what goes where. Unless you have a really good memory, I don't. So I always do that. It was something I learned from my dad, and I have always done it ever since. So it's a good thing. I mean, there's some parts that you can't do it. If you ever see anything like when I lay out side cover or anything, like how I have a side cover right there, all those bolts would come out. I won't put them back into the engine, but I'd put them in the side cover and then set the side cover straight down onto the tape or something. Lay it out that way so the bolts don't get mixed up. So I got both bolts back in, and that's ready to go. be put over in a corner somewhere. So with this, we are going to go ahead, and there should be an off, which I can see it right there. I think you guys can see it. Kind of try to focus on that more. So there should be an off here and an on here. The gas is on, so we're going to go ahead and turn that off, maybe. Okay, it goes that way. So that goes that way. So there should be usually an arrow. Yeah, there's an arrow on there. It'll tell you where to go. So it's off now. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna disconnect this hose. So I'm gonna have to go get a pair of pliers, disconnect that hose, and then the carb should pop off after that. So let's go do that real quick. Let's grab a. Okay. I have pliers now. So now I'm going to go up under here and pinch this little. Try to get this back off of here. You have to just wiggle it. Just kind of do whatever you gotta do. Okay, so now that's pulled back, and then we're gonna grab. Should have a little thing to put some gas in. So let me grab that. Okay, so I have a little funnel here. So we're gonna pick and drag this line, kind of break it. Looks like this hose might be, yeah, looks like it might be tearing. To get off, sometimes they can kind of get almost. This one's already long gone, so it's like, okay, we're gonna probably cut. Let me try to cut this. Oh, wait, might be coming. Be coming now. Okay, it is off. That was a little bit of a struggle, but it is off now. Looks like there's really no gas coming out of it. Okay, it smells interesting. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and pull this tape off now. Go ahead and twist that cap back on. Pull this out. Actually, I left that really long, and we're gonna pick this up right off. There's definitely gas in there, so we'll have to clean that out in a minute. Okay, so now I'm going to start working on the other side. So I'm going to move this bike over this way a little bit. I'm going to mess with some stuff over there. Also, don't forget to put these bolts back in here, just so they do not get lost. Promise you, it's a really good habit to get into. Keeps everything in track, keeps everything organized. You don't have to worry about looking for stuff, and especially if you're making money on doing mechanic work, it saves you time, because overall, you don't want to be running around looking for a bolt. So, it's a good habit to get into. I do it pretty much anytime I do anything mechanic-wise, or really anything. Anytime I got to take out nuts or bolts and I got to leave them for a little bit of time, I always put them back. Okay, we're going to go ahead and take the spark plug out. I don't have a spark plug socket to fit this, so I got to use just a normal socket. But not a big deal. Let's see how this thing is doing. Maybe. Holy hell. Come on there, Bob. Okay. It's not the worst. It's not the worst. That's honestly fine. That's okay. It looks up like it's running hot. Maybe like it's not, like it's got a little bit of air issue, but it's okay. Okay, so I have 600 grit paper, just a little piece of it, and I'm just gonna kind of shove it up under here, and just kind of fold it over. And don't do a lot, just do a little. And just do a little bit of this type of thing. It focuses on it. There you go. So just do a little bit of that. Just to get it a little clear. And that's it. That's all there is to it. Just gonna shove that back in there. That looks pretty good. I don't think you can see in there, but that's pretty clean in there. I don't think you're able to see in that or not. Okay. But to me that looks pretty clean, so let's drop that back on there for now. And now we're gonna go ahead and move over to the left. And now we're gonna go ahead and get this. We need a Phillips, it looks like. We can go ahead and probably spin this off unless it's really on there. Actually, it's not really on there at all. Okay, good. I'm gonna turn it in. Okay, so pop this out and see what it looks like. Looks a little green. Definitely looks like it needs some carb cleaner to it, which I do have carb cleaner. Okay, I was like, do I even have carb cleaner? Okay. Okay, that's not all that bad. I'm gonna go ahead and take this off. To take this thing off, see if I can't get a little bit of a zoomed out view of this. Okay, take this off. I'm going to push down on this, and then you see how I push down. If you look right there, make sure I can give you guys a good view of this. Turn it a little bit. Okay, so you see right here, right on that, there's this little thing right there. If you push down, that pops out, and then in doing so, it has this little groove. You just let it pop up through, and then that should slide back that groove, which will then take it out. Make sure you don't lose that spring. That spring comes off, the cable stays. Just tuck it back there, and that all comes out. And then there's a little thing which I'll show you in a little bit how to tear this the rest of the way down. But right now, I'm not too worried about tearing it down. I don't even know if I will. I might tear it down to clean it, but who knows. Tear it down is to like adjust the needle, but I don't really need to. I don't know yet. I don't know what I'm going to do yet with that. So okay, go ahead and put our Phillips in here. Ooh, okay, there you go. It's going. I'm gonna take this out a little bit. I don't know how far, just till it feels right, I guess. There you go. Okay, so real quick, I don't know why I was pointing at these. I don't need to take those off. I need to take these off. I don't know what my brain was going through, but these don't need taken off. Make sure it's snug on there. But these are those. I know are 10s because they usually are 10s. I don't know why I was looking up there, but so I need a 10 millimeter wrench. Okay, got my 10. This is a 10 millimeter. Just pop that up like that, and then these come right off. And they're studs, so you're just gonna get a nut. These stay, and you're gonna get to the other side and do the other side. Okay, just like that. We have both of those off. So now that both of those are off, zoom out a bit. This thing just kind of wiggles out now. Just kind of pull it, get it, grab the boot, pull the boot back. That pulls out. If I pull completely out, I'm gonna recognize this line down here. This is your overflow. It will run down between your shock here. Pan it down a little bit. It's gonna run back down into here between your shock, like back in here. It's right there. We'll run all the way down. Go and pull that out. That we know where that's running. And then that should just come out just like so. Don't dump it or you'll dump butter gas everywhere. Keep it standing like this. Because if you dump it, gas will go places. And that gas looks pretty green. There's also an O-ring here that I didn't realize. Make sure you don't lose that. I'm just gonna sit it back in here for right now. Don't lose it, just put it on your bench or whatever. I'm gonna sit it back in here. Yeah, that should be it for the moment. So all these hoses, a good thing to do is, obviously, as you can see mine, you don't have to, but a good thing to do is you can also take a picture of this so you know what hoses go where. But give you guys a good look of this carb so you guys can kind of, if you need to refer back, you can. So there's a good look at it. Things like that. The interior of this thing's really green, so this thing has some nasty gas in it. Look at that, look how dirty that gas is there. Some dirty gas at the bottom there. So, oh, gas just came out of the overflow and it is freaking green. That's the end of this video. Like I said, stay tuned for the next video. I really appreciate everything that everyone's been doing for this channel. I started it roughly 2 years ago now, and so far it's been pretty good. Last time I looked, I had about 65 subscribers, which is really cool, and I have like 30-some thousand views on one of my videos, on one of my shorts, which is really cool. So if you guys really enjoy this content, the more you watch, the more I'll make. I just do it as kind of a hobby because I like filming stuff, and I like showing people what I'm doing in the garage and stuff, because I think it's fun. And I've always been really into bikes and really into small engines and stuff like that. So if you guys are really enjoying that type of stuff, stay tuned. Please stay tuned, subscribe, and keep watching, because the more you watch, the more I can post, the more I can do stuff, and the more stuff you guys will have, the more content that I can create for you guys. So thank you for everyone who has subscribed and who has been watching these videos, because I really want to start making more for you people, because this has been really fun and a good experience for me to be able to work on stuff and show to people who actually enjoy and like this stuff just as much as I do. So thank you guys for watching. Thank you for subscribing and liking and doing everything you can to support this channel, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace. Also, really quickly, put your bolt back on. Saves you time.